the aviation sector has been in comatose, if you like. There was a statement, airlines continue to struggle as Jet A1 foreign exchange crisis worsens. So this statement says that airline operators of Nigeria would like to notify the general public that Jet A1 crisis, which began in late February and deteriorated further through the month of March to May, has further worsened and currently threatening the ability of the airlines to continue operations. The price of Jet A1 rose steadily from 200 naira in December, that's December 2021, to 400 naira per liter in February. Today, the price has skyrocketed to over 800 naira per liter. So that is the situation on ground now. And they are saying all these things are made worse by the inability of the airline operators to also assess forests. So, and beyond the environment not being friendly, the issue of forest is there. And then the closure of the runway is also another problem that is adding to their burden. So,
on the airline industry.
Yes.
Well, good evening, viewers and listeners. The reality on the ground now is that the airline industry is heavily challenged, as it were. Just this week alone, 2 airlines have been grounded. Aero Contractor, one of the oldest airlines in Nigeria, suspended regular scheduled flight operations throughout the country. Just yesterday, the Air Operating License, AOC of Ghana, was also suspended, meaning that of the few airlines that fly in Nigeria all this while, 2 are off the tarmac by this time. The implication is that there will be a surge of passengers racing to join the few operating ones, the few that are operating with regular scheduled flights. And given the reality of the scarcity of aviation fuel, Jet A1, which price as of today has gone up to 850 naira per liter. And also the scarcity of foreign exchange, which is about 640 naira to a dollar at this point. It simply means that air travelers in Nigeria may now have to pay more to travel. I have just looked at the website of some of the airlines. Some tickets are already going up to 100,000 naira between Lagos and Abuja. Some have adjusted to 75,000 naira, and it promises to go higher. The implication is, if nothing is done to cushion this reality, we may end up flying a one-way ticket for up to 120,000 naira. The further implication is that we know, as it is, that airlines, people are rushing. A lot of people now prefer to travel by air because of the cost implication and the security implication of traveling by road. The insecurity on the road has forced a lot of people to prefer air travels. And now, you are not challenged. The last base fare was 50,000 naira. Now, as of this evening, the base fare is about 75,000 naira on the one-way tickets. I am sure that by Monday next week, the base fare may come up to 100,000 naira. And again, if it comes with a further challenge, the affordability for flight tickets in Nigeria. Earlier, I mentioned that the dollar is 640 to $1 in Nigeria now. And you may ask, what is the relationship? The relationship is that every transaction in the airline industry is governed by international conventions and international associations. and all payments are made in dollars. Your spare parts are purchased from the manufacturers in dollars. You don't manufacture aircraft spare parts here. So what is going to happen is that the high cost and scarcity of forex will also impact the serviceability and functionality of most aircrafts. It's going to affect on the level of scheduled maintenance, and it's also going to affect routine maintenance, which we must take every day. So the airline industry as it is this time is heavily challenged. And I think that was why the Airline Operators Association of Nigeria wrote the federal government, seeking the understanding of governments to get fully involved to rescue this very essential services industry. As it is now, I'm not sure that any airline in Nigeria is still operating on the basis of making profits. They are all operating on the basis of rendering service first, a very essential services. If that sector collapses completely, I don't know what will happen to Nigeria, but what I can say is that it's going to affect the economy badly. People won't be able to move both for business and leisure travels. The option will be to hit the road and face the reality of insecurity. However that translates to us, it comes to one single analysis. The airline industry in Nigeria, as at this moment, is challenged. And everyone looks up to government. The operators look up to government to see how government can intervene by way of making aviation fuel affordable, easily affordable, and also available too. Again, by seeing a way where the government can allow aviation operators to access spare parts, to access foreign exchange at official rates, and enable them to bring in spare parts to keep the aircraft flying. Otherwise, I don't pray what may happen. Nobody knows what may happen tomorrow, but the indicators don't look so good for us.
All right, thank you very much, Achilles, for bringing us up to speed with the reaction of the airline operators of Nigeria and the likely implications. Because you've x-rayed everything, we are left with the option of either supporting them or returning to the roads. Or as we do in Nigeria, we like class stratification. Everybody likes to make it we and them. Maybe some people may not like everybody entering the plane. So it might be, remember there was a time somebody told us that plane is not for the poor. Telephone is not for the poor. So maybe we are heading to that direction. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Victor. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, actually, for elucidating and illuminating the problem in the aviation sector. I think from you want to live in very miserly with your projection. I think the future seems very bleak, very bleak. I'm sure, listening to you, if the bandits are anywhere, terrorists, they will be rejoicing that this time their business will soon boom.
Of course.
Because the possible implications of this is better not experienced than ever imagined.
Yes.
Because from every available, listen, God forbid, knowing Nigeria very well, once anything becomes scarce, people will start cutting corners.
Of course.
So, and the security implication or implication of anybody cutting corners in terms of the aviation fuel, if the issue is just that of cost alone, it could be a bit easier to manage. But when it goes into issues of cutting corners, adulteration, and all whatnot, and things that, God forbid, I don't hope that this kind of situation will lead this country to mourn again, and never again. So I think the best thing is that either the government responds to that sector or they shut that sector down, because we can't afford another Bellevue or another Dana crisis again, as we did. A lot of people have not recovered from the after effects of such things, and we cannot out of carelessness, because I can say it's carelessness and misgovernance. Because how on earth is there any special technology of getting aviation fuel? It's just because our refineries are not working.